The SEB program was originally started back in 1985 under a Community Futures program, which is what our organization is involved in. And in 1989, we were contracted to deliver it, and at that time it was called Self-Employment Incentive. In 1990, the program switched to Self-Employment Assistance because it was expanded to urban areas throughout Canada. In 2007, the program was then shifted from the federal ministry to the province, to the Ministry of Training, Colleges and Universities, and became the Ontario Self-Employment Benefits Program. The program's intent right from the start was to offer people the opportunity, if they were insurance eligible, EI eligible individuals, to start a business by having training, and that training would be to actually start the business. They would develop a business plan, a cash flow, work at developing all the ideas behind it, and then implement it over a 42-week period. In 1989, we had 11 participants participate in the program. Our very first one was Don Kuchma of Kuchma Electric in Boston, and he remains in business to this day. Part of the job that we really enjoy is seeing people be successful in what they're doing. And when they're able to take an idea and develop a business plan, develop a cash flow, and then put that into reality is really exciting to watch. We've always encouraged the staff to approach this as being a catalyst to a business entrepreneur, to offer them options, ideas, challenge their approaches, because entrepreneurs are pretty strongly focused on what they want to do. And we offer that insight, and if that's helpful to them and they use it, that's great, but that's the role we took. Over the years, we've encountered a wide variety of businesses that try to start under the SEB program. And we've met a lot of interesting people and some real characters who want to start a business which is their passion. And I think those stories, as they went through that work and as they succeeded and were able to contribute to their community over time with successful businesses, those are stories well worth hearing.
My name is James Gates. I do brickwork and stonework and masonry work. I got into this line of work through my dad, who is also a mason. I got out of high school not knowing what to do. So I thought I'd give it a shot and maybe work a year and make some money to go to school. Finding out, I really enjoyed it. I heard about SEB through a lot of people, one being my old boss, who started up his business through the SEB program. And I thought, hey, let's give it a shot. I think this is the route to go. I had the people at SEB to go to, and I've called them many times and still do. They offered just coaching, they offered loans, which I definitely took a loan with them, and it's worked so good for me. I've always been afraid to start up a business. If anything, people would think I would have been the last person to do it. But the people in this program have helped me tremendously. This is my 5th year in business, and I love it. I can't see myself doing something else.
My name is Carol Yarrick Reynolds. I have the Wyndham House Boarding and Grooming Spa. We offer pet services such as boarding for dogs and cats and critters, daycare, and grooming and training. I worked in Cambridge in a big company in an accounting firm, and it was all contract. And when my contract was coming to an end, this property we purchased in 2006, and it had the kennel on the property. So I thought, well, I do love animals, and my friend suggested that I do get into boarding because she breeds dogs, and she said, yeah, no, it's a great thing to do if you like animals. I was a little apprehensive at first. I didn't know if this would be a service that people would need because I've never used a service like this before.
Hey Sherry, hi Carol.
What enticed me to go through the OSEB is I decided that I was going to open my business, so why not take advantage of the support that a small business office offers. The staff at the office were very positive in trying to get you to open your business and to want you to succeed. And whatever questions I had business-wise, they were there to answer them for me, which made me a lot more confident in getting my business going.
Very awesome, Charlie. Yeah.
I took advantage of all the monthly meetings that were offered and found that it really pertained to what I needed to start a business when it came to taxes, and they would have really good motivational speakers that would lift you up if you're having a bad day, or if you're wondering or second guessing yourself. Speaking with all the other people that are going through the same thing, this certainly helped you out as a support group. I don't know if I would be at this level of success. I'm thinking if I did it on my own, I would probably have more challenges that I would have to figure out. I love my job. I love what I do. I go into the office every morning and I'm greeted by happy, smiling faces and wagging tails, and there's nothing that beats that.
Yes, my name is Marina Malakova. I own Quick Needle. It's a sewing business, alterations and repairs. Well, I have experience, and I finished schools back home in Belarus. When I moved to Canada in 1993, I was still sewing, but for somebody else. So 10 years later, I started my own business. I was tired of it, to be laid off all the time. I have a great experience, so why not? I wasn't nervous. I was very excited because it was something new. So actually it's very helpful because the District Business Corporation helped me with the first business plan. Second was advertising. And the third part, they helped me to find a great bookkeeper, which I have over 14 years.
Oh, here we go, here's your business.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect, great.
Well, it's nice to be your own boss, number one. Of course, this is yours, like your baby, right? So you put a lots of time, you put a lots of, hours for that. And you have to be very patient too, because you can have a good time and you can have hard time. It's a plus and minus. So you have to be strong. Yeah, if you can work and put all your energy for somebody else, you can do it for yourself too. Yeah, you work a little bit more, but this is yours, right? So it's worth it.
There are a lot of things I get a lot of excitement out in carrying out this business, but one is that we see how businesses do unfold and do get going and go through that very difficult first year. We have, since 1989, contracted 849 people to start a business under this program. That's about an average of 30 annually, although we've had as few as 6 or as many as 67 in any particular year. Over 1,200 jobs were impacted by these startups. We found that typically the entrepreneur is between the age of 35 and 45, with a really good skill set that they've obtained from years of employment experience. And about half of the participants are women. When we have looked at the participation, we found that 87% of those who started the SEB program completed the full 42 weeks of that program. And when we looked at the last 5 years, we find that over 72% of those who started under the SEB program are still active in their business. In May of 2015, the Ministry of Training in Colleges and Universities informed us that they were going to wind down the OSEB program in Ontario, effective of March of next year. They've given us opportunity to complete our training of the people that are in the program now, but have decided that they will put those resources into other programs within the MTCU. The impact that the SEB program has historically had, I think, is really amazing, and it's one that should catch the interest and desire of other ministries that might be interested in providing a culture of hope in a community by providing entrepreneurial support. A part of our society wants to start their own business and be on their own. And right now there isn't any opportunity of support for that, and it is a big risk. If you really want to see your communities develop, if you want to see them thrive, I think providing that kind of assistance in some form to the entrepreneurial of your community is a good idea.